Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we go. We are back, baby. Rated R for reviews, man. Appreciate everybody joining us for Rated R for reviews. Hit the like button, subscribe, of course, if you new, man. We got some stuff to talk about, man. Over here, obviously we're talking about Squid Games, right? Squid Game season three. We're only going to cover the first two
Right.
episodes. Okay. Now I know that there's the season three. Most people already watched all of it. Okay, so I get that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be some people that probably gonna put some spoilers in the chat. Okay, look, I'm not gonna read those. I'm gonna try my best to avoid those spoilers. Okay, because I haven't seen any of the rest of the at least the rest of the season three. I haven't seen episode 3 or 4 or anything like that. So I only watched the first two, man. So that's what we're gonna discuss being discussing today. Hide and seek is what I named it, man, because I'm not gonna lie to you. This one right here, and I have to say this. This one right here may be better than the red light, green light. In my opinion, I watched every episode so far, except obviously the rest of season three. And I've always said that my favorite game was a red light, green light. But this one right here, I was like, oh yeah, this I may have to put this one on my top list here. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get into it, man. Again, hit the like button, subscribe, of course, if you are new. This is an open mic panel. We will be opening up the show and opening up the comments, anything like that. We'll be opening up the mic, man. And if you want to pull up on the show, you can. If you love this show, man, you will be able to pull up on the show. You don't have to show your face. Just make sure your mic is unmuted, man. So here we go. Squid Games, season three, hide and seek, episode one, episode two. Who wants to go first?
Who's taking the lead?
You got it.
All right. Man. Okay. So I guess to recap, because we're coming off of the coup d'état gone wrong, um, and basically our main character survives. Everyone else gets back in the games, and hide and seek is actually. You know what? I can agree with that. Hide and seek was a really interesting game. I think the thing about season three is I'm having trouble caring about anybody. Like I think, and maybe it's just me, but I'm like the characters from season one. Every single person was interesting to me, and in this one, I'm like, there's the coward, there's the YouTube dude, there's the, yeah, I don't know who to like attach to that. I'm like, that's my boy, and I think that's where I'm struggling. But
Right.
everything else, yeah, I do think game wise, hide and seek puts you in an interesting position. Yeah, because it raises the stakes. It makes sure nobody's guiltless at the end of whatever they do. Because, I mean, you either didn't make the game or you got blood on your hands. So, yeah, that was interesting. I will say that about it. But yeah, oh, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's my intro thought to season three.
Intro, right on, right on, right on. JD, you got something?
Yeah, I think I was struggling trying to figure out what side I would want to be on. Like, do I want to be on the pole with the knife or do I, because like that's just a hard decision. Because it's like if you're on the other side, what was it, the blue? Or was it, what color were the ones that were hiding?
Blue,
Blue was
yeah.
hiding.
They were the blue. Okay. But yeah, it's like if you're the blue and you're hiding, then it's like you do have the key to find. And I would have been moving quick, like I was doing cone drills. Like I would have been running through that thing fast, like checking every door, like trying to find a way out. But it's like that's still stressful though because you could still get killed. But at least if you're on the red side, it's the trauma and the shock of having to kill somebody. Like, but at least you can't get killed by your opponent, or not even your opponent, but like the other people who are in the red. So I don't know. That was just intense. Especially, I feel like they be the way they set up the rules sometimes be so funny. I'm like, they just know what they doing because for them to
Mhm.
say, "Oh yeah, like this is what everybody got," and before we start, you could choose to switch sides. It's like that's stressful. Like, which made
There's
it more interesting. But yeah, I like that concept.
there's no way I'm giving up a red shirt though. There is no chance. Nah, I will. Yeah, like if I don't want to kill anybody, I just won't, and I'll die, I guess. But I'm not about to be at the mercy of.
But,
Nah.
but that's the thing though, is like when you have on a blue, like technically the blue people, only had to make it through the time hiding, but the red people, you had to kill somebody or else
Yeah.
you actually will get eliminated. I think that's what is the stressful part. Like, yeah, I think maybe, I don't know, if this was a real situation, maybe I would pick the red, but at the same time, I'm like, dang, the blue just seems a little like there's no way to lose if you're blue. It's if you just hide well, I guess. I don't know. That was a good concept. I think they did that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the way you would lose is you get killed by the
Oh,
I
red
was
team.
thinking that.
right. Well, so, yeah.
There's definitely a way to lose.
You're right. JC, man, you got something?
Yeah. I can I talk about like what I saw in that second episode?
You can talk about anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Honestly, for me, I was shocked when the old girl was having the baby
Yeah,
Oh,
that's crazy.
right.
in the middle of the game, and I'm like, they really keeping this realistic. I like it because I was thinking like, when is she gonna have that baby? I'm glad we got closure on that.
Yeah.
I saw how they tried to make us feel bad about uh the the girl that got killed.
Oh, the
Trends.
What was
trans.
it? Yeah, the trans girl that got
Player
killed.
120, I think 120.
Yeah, and like my whole thing was it just I get from the other person's perspective, like he was the red shirt, so it's like I mean you see a blue shirt. I mean his whole plan was to go around killing with that one guy, the guy he teamed up with, right? So they were going around killing. So I don't think I think if he knew who that was, I don't think he would have,
Oh, you talking about
killed her.
player 333?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Dude,
the
yeah.
baby
yeah. I
daddy.
don't. Yeah, the baby daddy. I don't think the baby daddy would have killed because remember he stabbed her from the back, so he
Yeah,
didn't really like see a face.
yeah,
Um, so, but I mean, man, like it was intense, man. Like the girl, the spiritual lady was like, oh, I feel what did she say? She was like,
oh
I
yeah,
feel the ears or the voices or something like that,
yeah,
and walks into a trap or not, or she walks the people that were following her into like a whole death trap. Everybody gets killed but her, and I'm
yeah.
just like, that's crazy. I almost believed it. I'm like, yo, she might have some superpowers. Hold on, she might she might be
Like,
the
for real,
queen. And then when the old boy flipped it on her at the end, I was like, nah, ain't no way. Old boy flipped it on her at the end. And I thought to myself, I'm like, you really can't. I'm thinking to myself, like, man, these people really be dropping their guard in some cases. And then
Mhm.
like other people be like, nah, I'm here for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is all
Right.
for me. I think honestly with player 456. I think honestly he should have killed old boy when he first saw him. Like when he first got him, like when he first caught up with him, he should have killed him right then and there. It was no need to make it all. I mean, I guess for the show you got to make it dramatic. But I feel like
Yeah,
if that was me and I knew he had an issue with me before the game even started, I'm going after him first. He's the first one I'm getting. I'm getting him out
Yeah.
the way. I'm getting him out the way because I don't want him to try to sneak up behind me, take my knife, and kill me. Nah, I'm cool with all that. You gotta go. So I would have took him out immediately. I would say the one part that did get me was when the mom killed her own son,
yeah, that was
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
and he was about to really kill, like he was about to really kill the pregnant the lady who just had the baby, the girl who just had the baby, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way he's about to. There's no way. I'm like, it's no way I'm about to watch this girl die right now. She just had her baby. Like, if they do this, bro, this is crazy. And then
Yeah,
they do the whole thing where he gets stuck, and then it's the mom that kills him, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I was like, that's crazy, man.
yeah, that
But
was
yeah,
intense.
that whole for me was it was just pure intense. That whole episode, I was on pins and needles every time. I was like, yo, this is I don't know who gonna die. Like nobody
Right.
to me felt safe, especially who was it when the dude was running with the one guy, they were supposed to be like friends or whatever, and then the girl went into the room with the knife and he closed the door on his own
Oh,
friend, and he was
Uh,
just getting stabbed up against the door, and
yeah,
you can't see it but you just hear it, and I'm just
yeah,
like, bruh, I was like, this is cold. Like, people is really cold. I'm like, when it really comes down to it, none of them people got your back. Like, that's what this
right.
episode showed me, was like, bro, when it comes to like life or death, man, man, you on your own. You on your own. And then
Yep.
it was just crazy how they opened up some of those doors and it led to just you could drop and die. Like you could just open up that door and
Oh
drop
yeah.
and be up out of here. And then you hear like you notice every time somebody opened the door, I don't know if they did it on purpose, but every time they opened those doors and they would show that it was like that it was nothing there, you'd always hear somebody screaming in the background getting killed. It's like, dang, bro, like this
Yeah.
is
Oh yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think yeah, I think that was just that was a great game. That was a great game,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh man,
That
I
was
tell
good.
you, and I think this is, like you said, it was just intense from beginning to end. And I think that's
Yeah,
why for me, bro, I gotta put this number one because at least like I had my number one was probably red light, green light, right?
yeah.
But I the red light, green light, it was just like half of a show or more like near the end of the show, like you know what I mean. But this one was the whole freaking show was just you got to survive, like you know what I mean. And so and it was just on your edge of your seat, man, intense the whole time, man. So I think this right here, bro. I had to put this number
How do
one.
you?
So, huh?
I was gonna ask you how did you feel about what number 11 did when she,
Which one was that?
you know, the girl that's supposed to be working for the girl that's supposed to be working for the evil guys. She's like one of the masked people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait, who was that?
That's the
The
that's the one that was the one that tried to save the guy in the end. That's what you're talking about.
the
Um,
girl. So remember
Player 11, player
she
11.
shot the whatchamacallit guy. She shot the guys in the operating room. Episode 1.
Hmm.
she's the one that came in. The girl that's basically working as the what letter is that? Or not letter, shape is that? Like she was
Uh,
basically killing the
The
people that they were
triangle?
trying to do the organs.
The
yeah,
triangle?
she's cute.
They were
I
trying
don't
to do
think
the
she's a
organs.
triangle. She's a circle. I think.
Oh,
I think she's
circle.
a circle.
You know who that
Wait,
is
is
though,
she a
right?
triangle?
Well, the
Oh, she
triangle ones
is a
are the
triangle.
shooters. Those are the gunners.
She is a triangle.
She's the
The,
only girl that they're like really following, right? On the side with the people who are wearing the pink outfit
Yeah,
letters,
yeah,
shapes on them.
yeah,
She's the girl
yeah.
that
She's
was
number
basically
11.
shooting the
Yeah, that's her.
people and actually
Yeah,
killing them so that they couldn't sell the
I don't know
organs.
who that is.
yeah. She's number 11. That's her. That's her name. Number 11.
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna have to look at because I don't know what I don't know. I
What?
don't know. I don't remember that part. I remember the part where the triangle, the gunner, the one the girl who was in the operating room and she pretty much killed everybody except
Yeah,
the
that's her,
doctor.
DJ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
her.
that's her, DJ. Yeah, that's her. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, she was in the games?
No,
No, that's just her number. That's just her number.
she's
Yeah, that's
playing.
the number they
Oh.
She's in
gave
the
her.
pink hoodies. She's the people in the pink hoodies.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's part of the game, like the crew, like the.
Yeah.
yeah, but they give them numbers though, DJ. I
Oh, they
learned that
do.
out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned that out from this. I didn't realize they had
Oh,
numbers. Yeah, they have
me
numbers
neither.
too.
Where the
Yeah,
numbers at on their chest?
it's on their room key and it's on their room door.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I didn't know that. All right. Cool. So what was your question again? Then now I know who you're talking
No,
about.
yeah. I was saying like, how did you feel about that? Like her, going up in there and like killing all those guys to try to
Okay.
save, the one guy. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and then she left the doctor to save whoever that was on the freaking surgery bed, and then she killed the
yeah,
doctor right after he finished.
yeah,
So, that was man. She cold, man. But you know
yeah.
what?
She could.
I don't know. I don't. I'm still trying to figure out. I guess because I was when I saw that I was trying to figure out what her motive was, and I guess her motive is just she don't agree with what they're doing. Maybe
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
so.
That's
She
my
just kind
only.
of shut down the whole operation. I guess of what they're doing. I guess.
well,
Well,
not
during
she.
that conversation she had with the guy that she knew, the not the head guy, but whatever guy that was she was talking to, and she was like saying like I think she has this anger about um she kind of vented to him about why she was rebelling, kind of, because remember he was trying to get her to stop, and she was like, "You didn't tell me that this is what the assignment was going to be. Like I didn't know what was going to happen when I got here. Basically, like I think she was
Mm.
mad about that. So
Oh.
she's kind of been on this like revenge mission of like, this is what I'm here to do. Like that's what I got from that conversation she had with that one guy.
Well, there is one
Okay.
more though. So remember when she was back in the bunny suit before?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
How that girl that had like cancer or something, she had an illness, but that's his father. That's that girl's father. Like she actually crossed paths with him in the real world, and she saw him.
Oh.
She has some sympathy for him that she doesn't for anyone else too.
Oh, that's that girl's father. I didn't
Yeah,
even
Yeah, the
recognize that.
little girl.
yeah.
That's
Oh. Oh
wow.
wow.
Okay.
She's had an eye out for him the whole time,
Yeah,
but
she's been trying to get him
he
out.
just hasn't been eliminated. So she hasn't. Yeah, she hasn't been.
I did not catch that, bro.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay.
yeah. So
And
she's
I'm gonna say something after we end the show. 'Cause I'm not gonna say it on live. But go ahead.
I'm not gonna say
yeah,
it.
I'm not gonna say it
man.
while we live.
Oh, this was a comment I wanted to make. I forget who it was, but I think it was our main guy. I forget his name, 256. But
Four
it
five
was,
six.
Four
huh?
five six.
Oh,
Four five
four
Four
six.
five six.
456?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 456.
Oh,
Yeah.
456. Okay. Yeah, but I think it was him, but it was when he was gonna kill that other guy. Actually, no, I wasn't him. But point is somebody was about to die and during the game and the red uh color was gonna kill the blue color person. And the person was like begging and pleading, saying, like, I have kid, I have my mom is at home or sick and I have a daughter or whatever he was saying. And I was like, if I was on the red team, my only question to people would be like, if I found them in that game, my only question would be, what did you vote?
That's exactly what I said.
Real talk.
Like,
That's
what did you
Mm.
vote? Because if you
this
say
for
you
sure.
pick that circle, I'm sorry, I have no sympathy for. Like,
Yeah,
we
you
could have
don't
Right.
get to talk about your mom
Right.
when you're trying to go home.
That's exactly what I said. I said the same thing. I was like, bro, you hold on. You voted to keep playing, but yet when you about to die, now it's hold on, wait a minute,
I
please.
got I
Oh
got
hell
We
no.
got our family.
sorry,
I
sorry.
got a family.
Doc, we
I
gonna
would have
play.
been like, what? Are you gonna have a family tomorrow if you pass this round? Like,
Mm,
what are you gonna vote tomorrow?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
You had a
crazy.
family yesterday. You should have thought about them then.
Right? You still had a family yesterday.
Oh
You know what I
man.
have what I have a big question for? I have a big question, and I don't, maybe if the people that kept watching, all of
Uh-oh.
this, the girl who had the baby
Yeah.
is the baby now player 457?
For,
Right.
what is it about that?
Uh,
They might just let her go. I don't know what'll happen.
I
But
don't know, bro.
yeah, I
That was
don't
my
know.
first thought, bro. My first thought was, oh, okay, baby playing now. You in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're gonna do. Well, yeah, I guess there's people who already know the answer. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I wonder what they're gonna do about the baby being present because the baby needs to eat. The baby needs, like,
Exactly.
are they not
well,
gonna
I
care?
mean the mom's there, so I mean that's
And
milk. I
that's
mean, I don't know.
that's gonna be messed up if they say like, oh well, you gonna have to play with that baby in your hands. That's gonna be cold blooded. Like, man, how the hell she gonna
Oh,
win?
Right.
Yeah,
oh, that's
She can't
crazy.
play.
I mean, our goat from season one had to play with a glass shard in her stomach. So I'm like, if they gonna make anybody play, it shouldn't have been her. I'm still mad from her dying. I'm like, that was a great character. She just
yeah.
made up.
Yeah.
I do think I was trying to think of what it is about the characters this season, and I think what it is there's too many cowards. Like
Hmm.
everyone's like there's the son who just follows his mom around and can't make a decision and is basically just going to take the easy kill of a newborn mother. Like then there's the dude who didn't save his friend from the top bunk with a perfect shot. He doesn't do
Yeah,
it. Then there's the old guy who's just kind of bad for no reason. I don't even know what he's on. He's just like, yeah, but he's just a snake. Like
yeah.
it seems I'm
Yeah.
like, man, like there's not a lot of variety. Like I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm just waiting for people to die. Like I was waiting for the witch lady to die. I'm still waiting on the old dude to die. I'm tired of
Yeah.
both of the cowards. So when he got caught, I was still kind of like, you was already fake to me. Like your mom's been holding you down, and you've been acting funny, dog. Like there's just a lot of people I've been squinting at the whole time, and I remember feeling in the first season like, dang, I don't want her to die. I don't want her to die either. I don't want him to die. Like, yeah, and
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I've been trying to put my finger on it because the games are fine. I think Squid Games is still doing its thing. I just think the players seem off to me this season. But
The
that
characters,
that
yeah.
might just be me. I might just be salty. I don't know.
I think so. I think the quality definitely went down from season 1 to season 2 and 3. I think I think our main guy is very quiet. Like I feel like he's always in that, like, honestly, you know how like when people start making like memes about a character, like um they show like a look that they have and it starts going around social media, like somebody maybe in a movie did a certain look and somebody captured it or screenshotted it, and then they start putting like text on the screen and like it turns into like a viral meme. I feel like the look that the main character is giving, that like staring off into space, that blank, he seems like he's in a lot of pain and deep thought. It's like I feel
Yeah.
like that's gonna turn into like a meme or something, because he's been doing that the whole time. It's almost like he's in a trance in this deep thought, and he's not as talkative, he's not as like assertive. Like I think I had a whole different vision of how he was going to come back into the games. I thought he was going to be like running things, like kind of like I've
Right.
been here before and I'm on a mission to like, I thought he was going to keep like a higher energy, not kind of get re-traumatized all over again. Like yeah, he just seems like more low energy and quiet than more than I thought it was going to be. So that's a little different.
Mm,
Yeah. That when player 456, the main guy, when he got told what happened, I mean, he was possessed after that. He was on a mission.
Hmm.
He was, oh, I'm killing this guy. I don't give a
Right.
damn about nobody else. Even during the games, the hide and seek games, he was like, yeah, I don't care about you. I don't want you. I don't want you. He was letting people go. He was like, no, I want
Yeah.
that guy right
Right.
there. I
yeah,
was like, oh man, he is on a mission, bro. And then of course he killed him at the end, man. And I was like, yeah, I knew it was coming, bro. I knew it
Mm.
was coming,
yeah.
man. Yeah. Yeah, he was on a mission though. And you like you said, he didn't really talk too much. I think he what in the beginning of episode 2. That was like the only time he talked, I think. No, it wasn't it. No. That wasn't no, it was episode 1. The beginning of episode 1 is when he talked because they brought him into the freaking room with in the casket, but he wasn't really dead. And
Hmm.
then
Yeah.
he started screaming at the guards, talking about, you should have killed me, things like that. That was it. After that, he was quiet for the whole rest of
Yeah.
the episode 1 and
You
episode
think
2. He didn't really say nothing.
you think they didn't cut that check, DJ?
Yeah, probably. I mean that, bro. That's what wasn't they on that, like a couple guys? They were like, oh, he's in on it, blah blah. Why didn't they kill him? You know what I mean?
Oh
There
yeah,
were a couple
yeah,
guys that was saying like,
yeah.
so yeah, I don't know, bro. Yeah, but I don't know. He just stayed quiet the whole time. But
Yeah.
yeah, that
I
was
would
good. I
have
think
I would
like,
have liked it more if
huh?
he was locked in, actually. Like if he had really been on some like I tried to assassinate him, it all would have went right, but that coward back there who didn't bring us ammo is the reason they're all dead. And then he just locked in. Like if the whole game he was just walking, looking for one person and he didn't find him to the end, instead of the like lets him go because he kind of feels good. I'm like if he was just on some like nah, like get that revenge, and then maybe he feels bad afterwards. I would have. He doesn't seem decisive to me though. It's like he can't pick what he wants to be. But I'm like, I respected the fact that he's like, nah, that dude's the problem. But then he faces him and kind of backs off and basically takes 2 chances to kill him. I thought he
Uh,
was just gonna be cutthroat about it, like
Do you
the other dude.
do you think he killed him because now it's at a point to where he tried to kill me? Because remember he was about to let him go.
Hmm.
He was about to let him go that last time.
Yeah,
And it's just like, bro, you gonna kill him or not? Like, cause he about to flip it on you in a second.
yeah. I was like, 'cause he didn't think about it. Like,
Nah, he as soon as he felt like that dude's guard was down, he lunged at him. He said, "Yeah, I'm about to."
Yeah,
For
I was
real.
like, man. Yeah,
Man.
and what's it called? The trans person should have just wore a red shirt. She got that. They got more kills than I think.
Russian.
She got more
Like
kills.
Oh
she would have been
yeah.
better off just wearing red that game because,
I know, right?
like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that would have been a whole different kind of meaning. You know, when somebody take their earrings off before they about to fight. I feel
Yeah,
like that's been
Right.
a whole
Yeah.
different meaning. It's like, yeah, let me tap into my man, my
let me tap into
masculinity.
my
Do you
other.
think?
Yeah.
Do you think they gave her like her Jesse moment?
Oh,
Oh, Jesse.
I
Oh,
feel
Uh,
like
I was
I,
like, who's Jesse?
right.
Yeah.
yeah. I felt like
Probably. I
I
mean, I
knew when she
guess.
was dead. So yeah, I just
I
didn't.
guess so.
I felt like they've been handing her like me points though. When I really think about what they contributed, I'm kind of like, man, like I remember when they were playing the little circle game in season 2 where they had to walk around, and then she kind of got the team together by saying, "Okay, we're gonna walk and go get the stone and come back." And I'm kind of like, what else were y'all gonna do? Like, that wasn't like a profound thought to me, but and then yeah, so I'm like, the fact that yeah, I don't know, there's just little things where I'm just kind of like, there were ways that I think they could have made that person more interesting, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, I don't ever feel like I felt like they were trying to give me the same feeling that the season 1 dude had. The
Mm.
Indian dude, like when he got
Oh
betrayed,
yeah.
you felt like, dude, he doesn't deserve that. Like he's been solid, he's had your back. And I
Hmm.
felt like they were trying to recreate that, but it just didn't feel quite the same when yeah, when they died, I was just kind of like, I don't know why your back was to the door, bro. Like, first of all, like I don't know. There were a lot of things that I was just kind of like, I know what they're trying to do, but it seems like they're building it in a weird way.
It's kind of like
I don't
what
know
you
if
said though. Like it's all the characters. Like you know what I mean. Like even the bully. Like I wasn't convinced this guy was a bully. Like look at him, bro. Like
yeah,
he's not convincing. Like bro, dude. Like I can knock your ass out. Like
yeah,
you're not convincing enough for me, bro. Like come on, man. Like it's just so it's a lot of. I agree with you. It's a lot of characters where I'm just like. Yeah, that's not the same. You know, in season 1, man. In season 1 had me convinced, that this I can actually see this character being what he is or who he is or what he's trying to be or anything like that. But yeah, this one is it's a little different. Season 2 is then of course season 2 and season 3 are the same. And yeah, these characters here are like you said, I'm trying to find I guess I don't feel any sympathy for a lot of maybe when the mom dies,
bang,
maybe
that's
then
real.
I'll what I mean? And then,
Yeah,
and then even that it depends on how she dies. Like you know what I mean? So yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I don't feel. I don't. You're right. I don't really feel like it. Like when you say when the Indian guy died in season 1, I was like, oh no,
yeah. Like he needs
that's
to.
cold.
I immediately needed that other dude to die. Like I was like, please, kill him. Like
Immediately.
yeah. I
Yeah, you're
think
right
too
about
the
that.
what's it called? They're like because I thought that with the surgery scene when they were about to do surgery on the guy that the triangle girl saved, and it was
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah,
I knew for sure she went down there to kill everybody and save him. And so to me, I'm like, she's the only one holding a gun right now. She could hose everyone down except the doctor, and this would be solved. But then she takes her mask off, she puts the gun down just to pick the gun back up and actually start a fight. Like I was like, this didn't actually need to be a problem. Like it was a weird like it would have been better if there was like one or two other people in the back room. So when she shoots, if they really want to have a fight scene, it's like just yeah, I don't know. There's just it seems like unconvincing sometimes when I see the fights in this season. I'm like, no, there was definitely a smarter way to get that done. Like,
Yeah, I
but
feel like there was just no reason for it. Like it was one of those things where they would have had to have shown some kind of reason why she had to do it within that time frame. Like maybe the doctor or the surgeon people needed to like inject the guy first with like something he needed, and she knew that. So it was
mm,
like, I can't shoot them yet, but I have to wait. And then once they did it, then she would be able to do it. Like, because yeah, I was confused. Like if that was her plan in the first place, why didn't she just do that once? Because the guy gave her a whole introduction and everything,
hmm
and it was, yeah, he had a whole little speech going, and she had the gun in her hand.
yeah,
So I was
oh,
like,
yeah.
huh, I wonder why she didn't, yeah, like make that decision then, unless she was planning to have to keep that one guy alive, like, or at least one of them, if she already knew that he was gonna have to like stitch the guy up or whatever
Mhm.
he had to do. So, but yeah, that was strange. It was kind of like a suspense, but an unnecessary one. Like, but
How do y'all feel about the boat guy? The trader on the outside.
mm,
Oh man, yeah, that's another one. I didn't.
I
Gotta be honest, I didn't see that coming. I
I
didn't see
look,
it
I
coming.
voted between before like episodes before they revealed that, I voted between him and the guy that ended up leaving. The the guy that had to play the rock paper scissors with his boss. Um
Mm.
Oh, okay. The other cop.
yeah, yeah, because they both were acting weird. Like I kept saying that like episodes leading up to these. I was like, well, I guess last season. But I was like, yeah, like it's either I said they both seem fishy. I said one of them are like working with the Squid Game people, and I named the boat guy and the I guess the cop or whatever it is. Not the cop, but the other one.
Yeah.
I didn't know who it was gonna be, but yeah, I was like, I knew it was some inside. I said, how is this cop taking 5 years? It makes sense now. I feel like the guy probably been driving him around out there, like
At every
making him
single.
miss the island on purpose. Like,
Yeah. I do wonder. Like, I don't know if y'all feel like that because me and Jay were talking about it, and I'm just kind of like, I feel like I would have been more suspicious when you wake up one morning and a guy is thrown overboard, and we have no idea how. And then immediately the fisherman's like, "Ah, he was probably drunk," and like it seemed like he like dismissed it too fast. To me, like as the cop, I'm like, "Yes, you saved me, but you saved me from a mystery island that I don't remember how you got there." Like
hmm
we ain't found nothing since, and
And
there's a guy
yeah,
missing who was the drone guy. Like I don't know. To me, as a detective, I feel like he's been doing a good job of like using very little clues to make big connections, and then this dude in front of him is just like, for some reason, he just don't see it, and I was just kind of, I don't know.
the
I would
other
have been
the
more
other cop
suspicious.
sees it.
Hmm.
The other cop, he see it. Well, he don't see that, but
Yeah,
he's being very very suspicious about what's going on, and he's trying to tell the main police officer. He's trying to tell him, and the guy's just like, nah, I don't see what you're
yeah.
saying. And I'm like, okay,
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 just hop back on the boat with the dude that went missing. But yeah,
right, man, yeah, yeah. He's blind. But it's I think the police officer should have at least taken the guy's word for, okay, let me watch this guy a little bit more closely. You know
mm,
what I mean? Because and not just dismiss it just offhand. I don't
yeah,
think he should have did that. I think he should have been like, okay, well, I hear what you're saying. I'll watch him more closely. But I
hmm
mean, and then gave the reasons why he doesn't feel like that's the case. Like, this guy saved me. We've been looking for this island for 2 years, and it's not like the captain have been like venturing him off course. Like, he's been doing exactly everything he wants. Like, the cop will be like, "Oh, take me over here, take me to this island, take me to this island," and he's been taking him to every single island that he wants.
right,
So it's like, so I get it why you're not as skeptical as the other guy is, but you shouldn't just dismiss it offhand like that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
yeah,
Like,
especially in
he's literally telling you, like, "Hey, look, I woke up and I saw this in his hand, and all of a sudden I heard a splash." I mean, come on, bro.
yeah. And he had a
especially in the
screwdriver.
Yeah.
yeah, like I feel like especially like if in the context of what he just saw in season one when he was there to see this big corporation going on, it's like it's reasonable that this could be an option. It's like you don't have memory of this guy who found you and how he found you. And he had to have found you obviously near the island if that's where your brother, the black mask guy, shot him. So he was in the area, which means for one, he should know where the island is at. It's like, where'd you find me at? Like that's the question I would have. But I just feel like yeah, like there's a gap in the story given the context of this big corporation that's going on that he's trying to find this island to. The Squid Games people, it's like I think it's reasonable to think, oh, they could have somebody that is working for him, for them, So I think like he should have left his options open rather than locking his jaw. But at the same time, I feel like he's just thinking like, oh no, like this guy's been solid for years. Like, but it's like, yeah, but in the context of the Squid Games and you
Right.
seeing how big this thing is and how powerful it is, it's like, well,
Right.
like
That's like to escape the cartel and then immediately trust anyone else with your life is a very strange move to me. Like,
Right.
it's like, dude, you know how far that spreads? Like, no one's safe anymore. My landlord could be the problem. Like, I don't, to me, I'm just
Right.
like, that's too big of a company. But yeah,
You know what's funny? I'm glad you said that too, because that's something. I hope I missed. I hope I missed it because that's a damn good question that I don't even know if he asked that question. Like, hey, bro, where'd you find me at?
he did
Wherever you,
ask it.
wherever you, did he ask that?
Yeah, and he said you were drifted so far down shore or something that, like, he just kind of believed that statement. Like,
I would have been like, take me to that shore.
Take take me to, exactly
take me to where you
Take
found
me
me.
to where
wherever
you
you
found
found me at. Yeah,
Right.
because obviously it's got to be near there somewhere.
Let's start at that shore. Yeah.
it. Yo, that should always
Because
be the marker. Yeah.
Yeah.
because remember they showed the map, right? I remember they showed, and I don't know what season, I think it was last season, I don't remember, but they showed a map of,
Mhm.
and they had an X mark on like all the islands,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, dude, you didn't drift that far in the freaking waters.
Right.
Like you don't need to. You don't. You can probably cancel out half of the islands because you
Yeah.
didn't drift that far, bro. Like you know what I mean?
Like,
Like come on.
I'm
And let's
surfing.
keep it real. All them damn islands up at the top. Like what did you do? Drift around another island? Like you come on, bro. Like you should have asked the captain, where'd you find me at? You
Exactly.
found me right here.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna narrow it down to these three islands right here.
Right.
I couldn't have drifted that far.
I could not.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, that's real. Yeah.
Hmm. Unless the
Yeah. I
guy
do.
just
Fact.
lies, he could always just lie and say, "Yeah, I was right here. You were right there
Mhm.
against that rock," and he can make up a whole story. Like, there's
I
no
Right.
way
think
to
that's,
know if he woke up in the hospital.
And it's
yeah.
and it's
That's true.
pretty far out, right? Like where they dock from, right? It's like pretty far out, I'm assuming.
I assume, but I don't know. I don't
Probably.
think there's a frame of reference. I do think that's how they're gonna find it though. I think they're gonna find out he's lying as the rat. They're gonna kill him, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, what should we do now?" And the cop is gonna be like, "This is the place he's always tried not to take me." Like he's gonna have some kind of inference like that, and then they're gonna go to the Squid Games and save the day. But
Mm.
that's my thought, because otherwise they've really been at sea for a whole season for no reason. Like it took a season to find out that one guy might be the problem. Like
Right.
they've been on a cruise, they've been sipping martinis, they've been doing something. Well, I guess they got blown up once, but yeah, they have literally been xed out of a whole season. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I did see something. I'm not gonna say it, but I did see, and I didn't watch the rest of the episodes.
Mm,
But I saw, but I what I do is I take the like our videos, I take our videos and I repost them on Facebook and I things like that, right? And so I started following Squid Games group, and I try my best not to read any posts or any comments. I try I try my best not to, man. You know what I mean? But I did see something, and I'm just like, oh damn, okay. So it just what you just said reminded me of something I saw, and I was like, oh
mm,
yeah, all right. I'm not gonna say what it is though.
okay.
It's
Dang.
it's good. It's good though. It's good. And the only way you're gonna know what I'm talking about is after you watch the whole season. So
Mm,
that's why I'm like, okay, but you're gonna like it though. You're gonna like it.
dang. Okay. Yeah. I'm
It's
curious.
exciting.
I don't know who's been more underutilized, the cop and his crew, or the intelligent infected from Last of Us. Like they both just been hard cruising on the back end of the show. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
oh my,
For real.
because I like the cop. He's actually really dope when he's got something to do. But he just been,
Right.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know, man. them police officers ain't doing nothing, man. I'm like, dude, y'all. y'all ain't found this place yet, and y'all just sitting there cruising. They got, and then that's why the cop was like, "Hey, no more alcohol on the boat, man.
Hey, now that
We
was a
just
real
drinking."
call, though. It's like, look, man, people falling overboard. We ain't got nothing done. Nah, dog, nothing. No more.
It's like nobody's drinking.
Cause
Nobody.
that's someone else. Hey, if I was the main character and I got out after I got done killing the coward, I'd get out of the Squid Games and I'd be like, yo, I paid y'all to come find me. I did a
Right.
whole season without you. Like, what happened? Like, yeah, I'd have been upset at that. Because I thought that was like they built season two up, even to go back to season two, they built season two up like this was gonna be a duo movie. Like he goes back in the Squid Games, the other guy works from the outside, and they're gonna kind of sandwich in the real problem. And it just seems like they just wrote something else. I was like, oh, we're just not gonna use the other person. Okay.
Right.
It's like could you imagine a Batman and Robin movie and then like in the first scene Robin like breaks his leg. So it's really just a Batman movie again. Like that's
Right.
kind of how I'm like I know this other dude's dope and that is who I came to see, but yeah.
So let me ask you, because I we brought this up last time, the old man that died in season one, right?
Mm,
Do we still think that he is the the one in all black
the Black
with
Square.
the square?
He looks too young to me. He looks his square his shoulders are a little too straight. I feel like unless that dude was really faking his age. Yeah, that would be crazy if that was him.
I mean, that's possible. I don't think it is, but I mean, the only thing that makes me think it could be is because they are doing a good job at keeping him just super anonymous.
Yeah, he
So
does
it's
need
like,
to be someone that matters.
yeah, yeah, because it's like, yeah, there's no reason why. I get all the little pink hooded people, but because there's a lot of them, but there's only two of the, black hooded people. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I think they would have did some kind of reveal of like his face already or some kind of indicator, but yeah, the only thing keeping me from thinking that that's the case is, yeah, he is walking a little youthful. He's
Yeah,
walking a little young. So I'm like, yeah, unless the old man was really just fooling well, he was fooling everybody. This might be another he fooling everybody
like
because
he really hustled everybody. No brain tumor.
walk
No,
hell, he'd probably be in the gym like super fit and shape.
Hey, you know some of them. You know what? Never mind. I'll say it later.
so
I
those
guess
switch
there's a lot of
lanes.
things I gotta say after we done with
Oh man, yeah, I am curious what you got,
it.
Hmm.
man. Because I don't
But
know
yeah, I
who else.
think that old man, the square guy in all black, he is walking like straight up. You know, what I mean, he's not even because the old man was remember he was slouching. He was kind of like bent over a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I said, but like I said, maybe he was faking.
Yeah, I mean, I to be honest, as much as I don't think that should be a thing, I kind of want it to be because I need some kind of twist that takes me back to the good old days, and I need a season one payoff. That would be a good one because yeah.
Yeah, that would be good though. I'm trying to figure out who it could be though. Like that's the thing. Like I'm trying to like it would have been. See, and that's the thing. Like it would have been good if it was if if in season one, player 456 didn't kill his brother, then I'll be like, oh, bro, that's his brother. You know what I mean?
Oh
But
yeah, no, I feel like that too. Yeah, the friend, the childhood friend. Yeah,
yeah, but I'm trying to figure out who that could be, and like somebody that's in relation to somebody else that we all know, and we just didn't think about that person ever having a sister or having. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say maybe it's player 456 mom, but she died.
oh,
Oh wait,
uh,
what about the other mom?
which one?
talking about the son's mom.
The
Oh, what if
the
he's the
one
kid? The
the kid, or maybe it's the kid.
Oh, like he grew up. How many years
He
have
grew up
passed?
or something.
Oh God.
They put him in a time chamber or something, man, if that's the case, because he
Right,
was like 15.
right.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think it
man.
would
It's
be
got to
him.
be somebody, bro.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
remember he said that he's been player 456 before he entered the games. He said he'd been looking for that guy that slaps the card like for 2 years, right? And I think this is either this is the second year or this is the third year. So that kid grew up at least 2 3 more years, right? And he was already like what, like 12 or 13. I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember how old he was or how old he looked. But if he was like 12 or 13, that means he's at least like 15, 16. And they like to get him young.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
But he should be a circle or a triangle. He wouldn't run the program. That would be a wild.
That would be crazy though.
Like the only, you know what? You know who it could be? And I'd almost expect season 3 to do this because it wouldn't make no sense, but it would be a shock value. Is if that's his ex-wife's husband,
Oh, that'll be good too.
the main character, like because he flexed on him with the money or whatever in the
Yeah,
daughter thing.
that'll be good. I didn't think about him.
That's the
Yep,
only one.
ex-wife's husband, or
It
even
don't,
just the ex-wife.
Oh, right. Yeah.
that's
Man, there's so many theories.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, I've been thinking about that on who that could be, man. They're gonna reveal him eventually.
yeah. I don't know if they just know. They're like, we need one person with a mask on that nobody knows, and maybe they just keep it
Right.
that. They're like, we know who everyone is now, so they're like, let's just make up a guy. We'll figure out who he is later.
Right. Imagine they just never reveal him and it goes off. Like, see,
Right? He takes his mask off and just doesn't have a face.
He doesn't
like y'all thought. He take it off and the mask. Yeah.
That's a plot twist.
Yeah.
He could just be AI, DJ.
Right, he's just AI, right.
Mhm. Take that mug off, and he's the accountant. Like, what? Oh man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't think. Is there anything else in
I'm
these
trying to think if I'm missing anything.
two?
I
Oh,
think it's something else.
there is one thing. Because that's going to be interesting. The guy that the girl saved, the triangle girl saved, apparently she's about to make him a soldier so that he can stay alive. So he's about to be undercover too in that world on the soldier side, not the game side.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so he's probably gonna be moving with her through the facility.
Yeah. However, that's going to look.
Do you think that them two, the triangle girl and the guy that she saved, you think they're gonna team up with player 456 and try to take everything down?
I think so. She don't like the system. He was actively trying to fight with 456 before he got caught. And yeah, honestly, that makes a whole lot of sense. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
I feel like that'll give 456 new motivation since the plan that he put together failed because of the incompetence of that guy that he just, was chasing later.
Mhm.
Since he didn't go and like get the bring back the weapons for them to keep fighting. So maybe he'll, when he teams up with that girl and that other guy, they'll like, be a better team to kind of break out. Or do whatever they have to do. I think they're going to probably try to go back after the Black Mask guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they all do team up, I think that's going to be the mission.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's going to be. Yeah.
I just need my
Gonna be
cop.
good, man.
I need my cop and the boat crew to be more than the taxi that just takes them back home. They need to do
Right.
something that matters. If they've been at sail for 2 seasons, like they'll find
Yes.
the One Piece before they find that island. My goodness. Yeah.
But it's like you said, they're definitely gonna find out who the captain really is, because that one, remember, the one cop stayed back. He didn't go with them when they sailed
Yeah.
off. So he's gonna do some digging.
I
And
feel it. I would not be going back on.
Yeah, I'm not going back on a ship with someone who don't trust me and a
Big
guy
facts.
that I'm sure killed him.
Exactly. Yeah. No, ain't no way.
Mhm.
I mean,
Big
I'm
facts.
just not going back to the sea. Period. I mean, we went out there, didn't find it, man. Hey, y'all got it.
Right. Like why I would be like, why are we going back? We
Only
gotta
thing we found are explosives. Yeah, that's true.
Man.
what's the new plan before we step out onto this water? Like
Yeah.
We can't take a helicopter, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think, why can't they take a helicopter?
they got, because the one guy, the 456 guy, got all that money. Why he didn't just put him on a helicopter?
Huh. You know?
Shoot, you're right about that.
I
That
mean,
would have
that's
been faster.
great. All that money he got, yeah. I mean, he could have sent out like 100 drones, like
Yeah, honestly.
like
Yeah.
he has the ability. Like
We
that's a
didn't think
good
about
point.
that. Like he hired gangsters, like local gangsters, to go find a complicated organization. Like, dude, you could
Right.
No,
have
You could
like,
have hired some SEAls.
dude, yeah,
Like,
that's, I mean, I
yeah,
don't think you're
yeah,
supposed to notice those things.
yeah, yeah.
oh,
That's what
right.
happens
You're
when you
not supposed
talk
to.
for too long. Start thinking harder than you're supposed to.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're just supposed to just enjoy it.
Yeah,
exactly.
you got satellite money, dog. Like you never have
Yeah.
to. Like, yeah,
That's funny. That's actually a really
Uh,
good
I'm just saying, if I want all that money, I'm putting them resources to use, man. What?
He probably still got money.
Yeah.
So I don't think he used it all. So I'm like, you were going back in the games, and all of this money is the blood money that he didn't want to use because of the previous game. So it's like putting all
Right.
that towards going back in here. I would have paid a whole more than just the people he hired. I would have hired a whole team, like people from everywhere, like coming from different angles, everybody in the water, like you getting paid. So that would have been, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's another thing we ain't supposed to notice.
yeah, we were.
Yeah, but I was
Right.
noticing.
Yeah, right. We ain't supposed to notice
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
And they're using maps, but I mean, I guess
Right.
Why are
nobody
they,
like
dude? I don't.
nobody like got a phone. Like nobody's got a Google map. Like,
They're moving along like pirates and Vikings. I'm like, hold on. What?
What year is it supposed to be? Like,
it's current. It's supposed to be current year too. That's the crazy part.
oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's
We ain't supposed to notice that.
So nobody,
dang,
no Apple Maps out here, huh? Just
Right.
dang, yeah.
And he's a whole cop. Like he should know how to do that, right?
Because
Like
he was moving in season one. He was recording with his
yeah, he had
sleeve
his
while
phone.
he was in the
yeah.
like his biggest issue was he had Verizon apparently, but yes, like he was cooking. But yeah, so yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're right. There's definitely some technology issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Man, that's crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, when you really start thinking about it, man, they would have found that island episode 1. We found it.
That's probably why they were like, well, you can't let the movie or the show go that fast.
Yeah, that fast. Yeah, give them maps.
Yeah,
Right.
that'll
Yeah.
stall them. Like,
I did actually look that up too because I was like, man, I wonder if they changed directors or something. But they said that basically the first Squid Games was the director took 10 years to write that script. So like,
Oh wow.
and then Squid Games did so good that Netflix basically kind of pushed him into making a season 2 and 3, and he's kind of like, I mean, it's a speed run version of what I was trying to do, but it ain't. So even the director's kind of like, I know what it is, but it is what it is. So I feel like, yeah, the fact that like,
oh no, I was gonna just say like I didn't know it took him 10 years to write that. I didn't know that.
yeah, I didn't know that either, but you could definitely tell in the quality. I feel like season.
Oh yeah.
You can tell. Like I don't have a single complaint about season 1. Like as far as the characters and the storyline and just the acting or just how they went about everything. But yeah, I think season 2 and a little bit of season 3, how it's starting. I feel like something's different than season 1. Like season 2 season 2 and 3 made me feel like I'm watching certain shows that I'd be like, I don't know, like I would rate them usually like a 8, not like a 10 out of 10. Just those shows where you're like, oh, okay, this is good, but you probably did anticipate certain things that you already saw coming, or you're like, oh, I would have made this decision to get out of that situation. Like, but I guess. But it's like in season 1, every single decision that was being made was just real. It was like, I don't know what I would have did in that situation. Like I felt like I was getting sucked into the show. But so yeah, that makes sense though. that it is a
Yeah.
little.
Timing
That
was
that
faster too, because I feel like in season one, like they went to the bathroom. Oh, girl climbed through the vents to find out something about the next game, and then she tells it to somebody else who's thinking on the fly to figure out the next game. Like it's like this one. It's like, do they walk into a door? They look up, they read exit for like 30 minutes, then they open the door, and then they stand in the doorway for another 50 seconds. And it's like everything is like very dramatic and like I didn't like it. Yeah, in season one, I felt like, dang, I hope they move faster, but they're already moving faster than I would. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
there's definitely a lag that's making stuff dramatic. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to nitpick it too much, but yeah, I definitely feel it.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I think that definitely is a long time. But I think if I'm if I'm correct, I don't think a normal writer uh takes 10 years, but I
No,
think I know it takes a long time. So
yeah,
at least for a writer to write a book, I know it takes
Do
a
you
long time.
do you think maybe it took 10 years for him to find somebody who would want to help him bring it to life? Maybe that was the holdup.
yeah,
Because I don't think the script took 10 years.
What did it say? What did was
yeah.
this like?
The actual thing was like, it was just his. It's one of those things where it's like you write a story, but you're not a producer. So this is kind of your baby you've been holding on to for 10 years. So he might have had it done
Oh
in
yeah,
a year or two, maybe touching stuff here and there, added a character. Because that's something you can kind of feel too. Like in season one, you could tell he cared about every character, but was willing to kill them. This one, I feel like he like I don't know who he cared about, but but yeah, um,
I mean, it's kind of like what's the name? I think Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, but when they before they got famous, they said the same thing when it came down to Goodwill Hunting. They both wrote Goodwill Hunting, and it took them a
Oh,
long
did they?
time.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that
it
movie.
took them. Yeah, it took them a long time to write it, but once they finished writing it, it took them like at least like I think they said like 10, 15, 20 years
mm,
for someone to actually do the film.
yeah,
wow.
That's crazy.
yeah, that makes sense though.
And it turned out to be one of the best freaking movies.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It
Wow.
won Academy Awards and everything.
And you want people to see your value early. So
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I think we covered everything, man. I'm trying to figure out something else. I think that's about it.
That's
Yeah, yep.
with
I
it's
think
only
that's about it.
episode 2. We got lots more to go. So well, not lots more,
Yeah,
but
Or
we did
yeah,
have
we
more.
got
Yep.
about like 4 more episodes, man. I will say this. So far, I will say this. So far, season 3 has been better than season 2 so far.
mm,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because that
Yeah.
hide and
I
seek,
can
man.
agree.
That
Yes.
Yeah.
Out the
that hide and
gate with
seek
it.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that hide and seek game. That was intense. The whole freaking show, man. I loved it, man. And I one thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I didn't like the fact that player 333, the baby daddy, teamed up with the bully, or one of the
I
Yeah.
have
bully's
no idea what
follower.
he was motivated to do that. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't like that part. I
Yeah.
was like, what the hell?
And it didn't even feel like believable. Like
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It felt like one of those things. Like, all right, I guess we'll team up. Like it didn't feel like I don't know. It just didn't feel like what's his like you said. What's his motivation? What's the point of him teaming up with this guy?
Right.
I didn't get that either. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like
yeah,
that part.
And then
Uh,
and then like going along with him too, like with the whole killing everybody. And I'm just like, to me, it just didn't feel like that's that character's personality. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I
I
just felt like
agree.
that's just not his personality. It just felt like he just wasn't like in that scene. That just wasn't him in that game.
right.
It just didn't feel right.
Exactly.
I agree.
It would have been better if it would have been better if the guy, the bully follower, whatever his, I don't know his number, if he gave him one of those shots of ecstasy,
Right.
Oh yeah,
then it would have been like he would have been like, oh man, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling crazy right now. Like, all right, I
Yeah.
just want to kill somebody. Like, then I'll be like, all right, maybe. Kind of like we didn't talk about that. Kind of like with the freaking the punk, how he took the freaking ecstasy pill, and all of a
What's
sudden he just started thinking like craziness, and that's how he killed the
Oh
religious
yeah.
lady.
what's
Oh,
funny is
Oh,
I
that's
can see.
right.
I was
Okay.
Remember there
literally
was
about to say
yeah
right now because what's funny is I feel like it seems like the opposite almost. Like obviously the coward guy, like he it was still hard for him to kill her. Or like I feel like it was hard for him to kill somebody, but it seems like they almost swapped places. Like the killing spree that the other guy went on, it seems like he was the one that took the drug, and the coward boy seemed like he didn't, given their journey of like, because he finally kills the lady at the end, but he was just walking through the place like he wasn't. Yeah, even after he took the drug, I think I was expecting him to like we
Yeah.
watched him being a coward the whole time, and I think I was thinking like, oh, he's about to like turn up, like he's gonna like all the pain and the the stuff that he's been carrying, like he's about to get real confident
Yeah.
or something. Like I think that's what I just thought was
Well,
coming.
you
Yeah.
well,
That.
I think it's that kind of drug. Like when people take LSD, that they say like you're supposed to be in like a whatever mood you're in, that drug is gonna enhance it. So if you're like sad and you take it, it's
Mm,
gonna put you on a sad trip. Like you're gonna go on a sad trip. If you're happy,
mm,
so I think that's probably the difference. I think the bully guy, right? Like he's in it. Like I'm trying to catch bodies. Like I'm trying to kill something. So when he takes it, it's like, yeah, it just enhances it a little bit more. I think with the other guy, he's already a coward. He's already scared. So it's just gonna make him all paranoid and yeah, I think that's
So
what it
you
was.
saying it's kind of like the mask.
Yeah,
Remember the movie with Jim Carrey, The Mask, man? It
yeah, yeah,
enhances
the
your
oh
mask.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just like that. Just like
I
that.
wish that's a scene that I wish. It's one of those things where I feel like, man, if they had just thought a little longer about it, because I'm desperately trying to like somebody in this show, and I'm like, if
Yeah.
they had just let the crazy guy go on the killing spree, and the other guy follow him around because he knows he's trying to find his girlfriend or
Oh
that
yeah.
would have been more interesting to me. And it's like, and then he stabs the trans person. Maybe she still dies, but as soon as he sees the girl, he's like, all right, game's over. Like, kicks
Right.
him, does something. He doesn't want to kill him. And then obviously the guy's just having fun, so he walks off or whatever. But to me, I'm just like, that's a way to make me actually like the guy. But I'm like, because he's the one that just went on a killing spree for another guy's reason. I'm like, I can't get
You
behind that.
know,
And I
yeah,
still don't
if
like
they
the coward. He never recovered from his own issue. Now he's got a drug issue on top of it. So I'm
yeah.
just
No,
confused.
I agree. If that murder was switched, where it was like the bully guy that killed the trans girl, that would make more sense
Yeah,
for me. That'd be like he's already crazy. He already wants to kill all these people anyway. So yeah, the other guy, yeah, yeah, I agree. If the murders were flipped, honestly, that would have sold it for me. Honestly,
yeah, I
I would
would.
have sold it.
But yeah,
But I guess they tried to make it more dramatic, like, oh, it's the baby daddy that did it, and that's the baby mama that just had the baby, and that was like her friend, and
yeah,
but
she's definitely gonna be on some like you've changed, stay away from me, and yeah, he's gonna probably die after that. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I think the mom. Depending on how the mom dies, I'll probably feel something for that one. But
yeah.
Yeah,
you know what? Actually, see, I think. Hold on, I take it back. I take it back. I think I would feel more for the freaking mom, the girl who just had the baby.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
she dies they say, well, you know what? Yeah, you died, so we have to kill your baby too, and they just shot the baby in the head. There you
Oh, oh
go.
my God.
that's
Now I'm
no,
like,
that's
okay,
Woo.
that's it
that's,
right
that's
there,
a
bro.
flag. Nah, that's a 10-yard penalty. That's a flag on. I'd have to
Now,
find.
yeah, I think if something like that happened, I'm feeling more for that than the Indian guy.
You know what I think?
Yeah,
I think because the scene that we were just talking about earlier with the girl that's in the pink hoodie and the guy that she saved on that operating table, I think somehow, because I don't think Squid Games has been crazy. They've been just killing everybody, but I don't think they're gonna kill that little newborn. As far as just like what I just don't feel like they're gonna do that. So I think
I don't either.
when they team up with, I think they're gonna have it to where the girl and the other guy are gonna find them almost like in the nick of time, and they're gonna help to like get the girl and her baby out. Like I think she's gonna make it out, not because she's gonna win the games, but I think the other people are gonna get her out somehow. Like they're gonna break out and be on the run, and then somehow meet up with like the cop and the people on the in the boat on the water. And I think she's gonna be one of those like survivors, or if anything, maybe she might get killed like last minute, and then they take her baby, kind of like one of those kind of moments. But that's my
I
hope.
hope so.
I think.
I
Yeah.
hope so because if they say, well, you know what, yeah, you had a baby, but you still got to play, and you got to play with the baby in your hands, and you and your baby are now one. So if you die, that means your
Mm,
baby dies too. Yeah,
yeah, that's
that's
gonna.
gonna kill me. That's gonna kill me right there.
Yeah. I don't
Hopefully.
know. I think the games themselves might do something about that because they are about equality and fairness, and it's like the baby's choice. Like I wonder if they're going to kind of play that card and like I don't know, put them in one of the creepy daycares they got. They got a bunch of rooms. I don't know.
Creepy daycare.
One of the circles. One of the circles just babysits while she fights for her life. I don't know.
Baby daycare.
Baby daycare.
That's crazy.
Put her in the red light, green light room. And just hope she.
Oh my god. The
Oh
red
yeah, actually no,
Oh,
that wouldn't
is
work well.
crazy.
Never mind.
never mind.
Oh
I
man,
was thinking
eliminated.
eliminated. No.
Eliminated immediately. What if the baby starts crying?
Oh
Right.
goodness.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's not a good room.
Yeah, we could.
Maybe the cookie room though. I don't think that's
Yeah,
a bad room. The cookie room. Though.
right.
I don't seem too bad.
That's funny, man. Yeah,
Oh
that's crazy.
man.
Anyway, yeah, I think we got everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that's something that I forgot to bring up was that the punk taking the ecstasy and he killed the religious lady. Uh,
Yeah.
so I forgot to bring
How
that
did
up.
you feel about her death? Did you feel like it was like to me? I don't know. To me, I felt like it was sort of she had it coming. I think eventually.
Yeah, man. You know what? When I was watching it, bro, I was kind of like lip singing, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like watching it,
Yeah.
bro, and I'm like, okay, if it were me in that position, what would I say, right? And I'm like, okay, obviously
Right.
this fool is looking for somebody. I'm gonna play along. That's what I would have
Right.
did. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go find who you looking for, bro. Okay, let's go find that person, and then somehow just ditch his ass because you know where the exit's at.
Right.
So
Right.
just go somewhere, blah blah blah, and then just run away and ditch his ass and go back to the freaking exit, and you win. Like I would have did something like that. You know what I mean? But I'm not about to just
That's
talk crazy to this person, and this fool got a knife and I don't. Like I'm not doing that.
right. She was too arrogant. She was too arrogant. It was crazy. I was like, you're really about to be this arrogant right now with somebody with a knife in there? Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah, you got no protection.
Yeah.
Oh, she thought the spirits were gonna protect her or something.
She thought the spears.
She been calling on them all season 2.
Right.
Yeah.
where was they at?
Where was they at? Yeah, that I had forgot to bring that up, man. But yeah, that was crazy, man. But I'm trying to think of something else, man. I think that's it. Trying to think of
Yeah.
anything else that we missed. Mm, I don't think so.
I don't got nothing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's it. So anyway, that concludes Squid Games season 3, Hide and Seek. Over here on Rated R for reviews, we're gonna go ahead and end the show. Um, Appreciate everybody joining us. I had some listeners coming showing up. Then they bounced, but it's all good, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead and conclude it, man. Appreciate y'all joining us. Hit the like button if you're watching after we are live. If you're watching on the replay, hit the like button. If you haven't yet, subscribe, of course, if you're new. And we're gonna go live again on next Wednesday, for episodes 3 and 4. How many
Yeah.
episodes is it? 5?
6.
6.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. I was gonna say, well, if it's 5, we must go ahead and watch 3. Okay, so good. 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6 later. Okay, so cool. Yeah, 3 and 4. All right. So yeah, 3 and 4, and we'll see y'all next week, man. Peace out.
Peace out.
Deuces.